Hello and welcome back to the Axis team game from the Japanese perspective. Just a quick note before we start, I've decided to compile the remaining episodes into a one-shot finale, since the game had finished simply before I had the time to edit them down. To be honest, that's pretty much it, I just couldn't get there in time. Do feel free to leave a like and a comment. I always do love to read people's thoughts on these higher level games. Hope people will continue to learn from these videos, and of course, learn from my stupid mistakes for the world to see. Alright, on to the finale, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, welcome back to the club team game as Japan 5. Let's go back to USA 4, cover what they did here. 9 infantry and a fighter for the US. Saved. Interesting. Must be for the IC for Norway, I would assume. Yeah, I guess. Of course, all into Eastern. And supported the UK with a France stack. The Allies stacked France this turn. Not this turn. UK stacked last turn, and then US supported, yeah. Okay. Yep, stacked 8. And, yep, stacked Belgium Congo. And, yep, combine their subs to 57. 6 infantry for Russia, all into Moscow, of course. Actually attacked West Russia. Losing 3 infantry. Retreating with 2 fighters, yep, okay. And actually failed to take the territory. There's an artillery left, I think. It was very nice for us, of course. Yep, their subs in 15 now. I think it was their last round, just applying pressure to this battleship, I guess. Or it's going to come through to 34 at some point. With the Germans, it was quite an important round for Germany. We discussed that it was quite necessary to dislodge this France stack. It is just a death clock if Germany has to put up with this for a very long period of time, or even a short period of time. It's just a direct stack against Berlin. It really forces Germany to turtle up. So yeah, Germany moved some tanks back and bought mass artilleries to really dead zone France. And 4 infantry for the Caucasus to protect my units in the Caucasus. It took Northwestern back for free, took Finland and took Archangel, of course. And then stacked West Russia. The reason Germany stacked West Russia is, one, to keep Russia pinned, of course. Germany could have stayed in the Caucasus, but I did suggest that Germany should move to West Russia to dead zone, if they can, Karelia. Because what tends to happen when Germany does try and dislodge the stack in France is allies simply just move to Karelia right after. So, yes, Germany stacked West Russia and is dead zoning Karelia and France at the same time, so the Allies have nowhere to go but Finland. That worked out very well for us, I would say. Yeah. It is very common that Germans forget to dead zone Karelia after dead zoning France, right? it's necessary. It's definitely worth giving up the Caucasus position for that. It is a kill Germany, and I do feel more comfortable as a Germany personally if my Germany's in Karelia and not the Caucasus, because then allies can just do Finshark and get a very strong supply of allied reinforcements to the center of the board and save Russia potentially. So yes, I think that was a very good and strong round for Germany. And they had 48 IPC to spend, so they could really purchase a massive aggressive buy on France. So that's a very nice buy. UK went for 5 infantry, 1 artillery, and a bomber. Tried bombing Germany, losing a bomber, but we'll definitely take that, of course. Took the Baltic states for free, took Karelia for free, took Egypt back for free, took Finland, no units lost. Took back Northwestern, losing no infantry, took Burma, no units lost, but then attacked C-61, losing the sub, no units lost for me. So yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a mixed bag for UK. I would say that was quite a desperate attack. I think the odds were like 2% or less than 2%. I think I did calculate it. I guess my sub must have either their sub missed or my sub got the hit, right? On the surprise strike, I guess. Alright, well. Okay, well, with Japan 5 here, the plan is pretty simple. Buy everything I can for my recruit slots and start pumping roughly 12 to 13 men into China a turn and slowly build up that Kazakh stack. Yep. I might do 12 ground, 1 plane a turn if I'm a little richer. I can't afford that just yet. But once I clamp down on this and start trading some of this income here, yes, I'll be able to afford a plane a turn if I want. So that will be the buy. The only thing I'm doing is, of course, taking the free money. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to all in this target. With everything I can. I'm not going to split. There's no point in risking this. Just deal with these infantry. Done a quick calc just to see what my odds were. I was interested. Yeah, I have a 96.1 to conquer, so we'll see what happens with that. Then I'm going to come back with this guy. Hit that with a battleship bombard. So 1 infantry and then use one of my transports to pick up these guys. To trade that also. I have no planes available this turn to do my trades for me. So, yeah, because everything needs to go into West Russia to support Germany here. And yeah, and it's still a very efficient trade. Look, I've still got 6 guys to pull off. So this is completely fine. Alright, yeah, I think this will be the attack. So, yeah, I just did a quick calc of this. I have a 97 to conquer that as well. I just wanted to calculate these because I don't have any planes going at these battles. So, yeah, it will hurt a little bit because I am overcommitting, but I have no planes. These battles are pretty important that the battleship bombards and the cruisers do hit. So we will see. But yeah, this should be it for Japan's turn. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just going to stack 36 and 61 is safe again, I think. There's no bomber in India. Both UK bombers are in UK, strangely enough. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there isn't. Alright, well, let's launch this. Yep, take 3, and there's nothing else to do. Okay. Good luck to the Japanese. Cruisers always hit, right? Oh, outstanding. What a result. No units lost. Okay. Okay, good stuff. I'm happy with that. Very nice. Wow, flawless. That's a bit unbelievable. Yeah, in both of those battles, I should have lost one, at the very least. So yeah, I'm just gonna stack 36. And yeah, just shuffle everything over. Send all my planes. Send this plane to here. Gonna place my bomber in West Russia as well, because I want at least one of my planes to help trade Burma next turn. And I'm actually gonna put this sub here, because I want to check his doctrine next turn if they stay in a pair. Yes, yeah, just shuffle up. I'm always paranoid when I leave these empty, but leave these naked from defense, but yeah, literally nothing can reach. Yep, deploy the artillery down south. There you go. Very clean round for Japan. 46 IPC to spend. That's quite rich. Yeah, I like. We want to keep that lead as high as possible here. I think it's looking pretty good. It will be a little inflated because I've just had my turn. But yeah, that's a pretty good sign. I doubt allies will surpass that. Alright, yeah, that is the end of Japan round 5, and I'll be back with Japan round 6. Right, welcome back to Japan round 6 here. Go back to USA 5. 4 infantry, 2 fighters, 2 artilleries, and an industry for Norway. Of course, everything into Eastern United States. Took back Union of South Africa for the UK. Moved their stack from France. They moved quite a bit, actually. Yeah, they moved 4 infantry, 1 artillery, killing 3 infantry, no units lost. So that was a nice result for the US. But failed Archangel. Was that an air raid? No, okay. Killing the infantry, losing an infantry. So, yeah, that was a pretty good round for US. Moved into 5 to support the UK fleet. I mean, allies don't really have much to worry about for fleet. They have so many surplus ships. I mean, look at this. And Germany's down 2 planes, so yeah, it's very unlikely we're going to do a 1-2 on a fleet. Not all of my planes are in range of 5 anyway, but Medshuk has been denied. so far with the presence of my planes, so I will definitely take that. The Axis would definitely take that, I should say. Medshuk defending a Medshuk is quite annoying as Germany. Yeah, and then continued stacking Belgian Congo. Russia got 5 infantry, all into Moscow, of course. Attacked Vologda, taking it, no units lost. And then failed Kazakh, losing an infantry. I think there was 1 Japanese unit here. Okay. Ignored the Caucasus, which was interesting. I was not expecting that. I guess the trade's slightly too hard for Russia's taste. I'm not... And UK for that fact, because I think there was only 1 infantry for the UK here. Yeah, UK are down like several planes because they got diced in Szechuan, so... With the Germans, 13 infantry, 1 artillery. 9 and 1 to Berlin, and then 4 to the Caucasus. So yeah, the 4 that were in the Caucasus moved up to West Russia. Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually. Yeah. Quite a lot for Germany. I wasn't actually around for when Germany had their turn, so I couldn't see or plan what we were doing. So took back Egypt, losing an infantry. Very nice result. Yeah, that's a very nice result considering there was 2 dudes there. Yeah. Excellent. Took Italy back, losing 2 infantry, killing 4 and 1. Very nice. Definitely take that. Took back France, killing 2, losing 1. Very nice. Failed Karelia. That was pretty brutal. Didn't even kill the unit, so that was kind of a little frustrating. Took back Baltic, losing an infantry. Took back Northwestern. No units lost, so the vast majority of the German attacks were successful and pretty good results. So, but failing Karelia did hurt. It would have been 45 for Germany, so that would have been another 15 ground. Yeah. Left an infantry to protect my fighter in Sudan from the UK planes. Continue to stack West Russia and continue to dead zone France. I'm pretty sure that was the plan. Move their battleship to 14. Because the Allied ships were nowhere, so... Yep. The UK. 7 infantry, 1 artillery, and a bomber. 3 infantry to India, and then bomber, artillery, 4 infantry for the UK. Took back France, killing 2, losing 2. So we'll definitely take that. Failed Northwestern, that's pretty big. Losing an infantry artillery, killing an infantry. Oh, killing 2 infantry. Oh, so Germany sent 3 units. Okay. Yeah, didn't match the ground in Northwestern, so I can... That's about average results, I would say. Yeah, 4v3, yeah, that's to be expected, I would think. You're not going to overcommit on it. Attacked Kazakh. Killing 3 infantry, 3 infantry, losing an infantry tank. So yeah, Germany actually sent infantry to Kazakh to protect my Japanese infantry, which I wasn't expecting. But it worked out because we got the same value back, so it was a complete even trade, and I don't even need to trade it. So trade it back as Japan. So yeah, that worked out pretty well actually. The Allies did, UK did kill 3 for 2, but the value is still the same. So we'll definitely take that. I don't need to waste time trading it myself. Of course, stacked India. Move their fleet back to 8. Now I checked my odds on India. I've got like an 18%, which I'm not going to take. I've calculated it correctly. Yeah, and the most bizarre thing I wasn't expecting was Burma has been left alone. But yeah, I suppose UK did lose most of their planes, so they can't really split their attacks. They must concentrate on one target, either Kazakh or Burma, and Kazakh was the choice. So, fair enough. But it gives me a very interesting opportunity here. I think I'm actually going to cross to 34, take Trans, and take Persia. Or at least try and take Persia. I kind of need to, so Allied odds are not too good on 34. There is a 1-2 after all. But if I conquer Persia, I have a 66% chance to hold. Yes, this is a very unique opportunity for me to take. I can leave a battleship carrier, 2 fighters. Overall, the battle was a -15 attacker profit. If Allies are insisting on 1-2ing me, US would have to go in with a fighter bomber. The UK has 3 fighters and a bomber themselves. The prize is 2 transports, so it is up for consideration. I think I'm fine offering that because if I trade Persia, then UK's influence is pretty much shut out. Using ground, they could use planes, but I don't think I mind if Allies want to trade a bunch of air force to wipe out half my fleet. I still have plenty of fleet to defend myself in 61 and still pressure Hawaii and Alaska. Of course, New Zealand, so I did do Pearl, so US is actually down on ships. Oh, I didn't. What am I talking about? I got the cruisers still. Yeah, I don't see some weird Allies hit this and do a KGF switch up. I don't think that's the correct decision, so I don't know why they would hit the fleet. Alright, so yes, the buy will be 6 infantry, 1 artillery and 2 tanks, with a bomber. Since I'm committing my 2 transports to 34, I've only got 3 to shark, so I have a surplus. Is that correct? 2 tanks. 2 and 1, so 4. Yeah, 6 infantry on Japan. Yep, I'm fine with that. Yep, go take Hawaii first to pin some units, American units down into Western. Yep. So, pick one dude up, take Trans, Art, Battleship Bombard, Fighter, 2 fighters, take this for free with 2 infantry. Bombers, has got anything to do? Not really. Except hit that and then send the final fighter here. So yeah, 2 of these fighters will land on carrier and 34, and then the rest will move to West Russia. I do want to guarantee this, so I will commit the tank to this. Pick up the artillery infantry, go after Hawaii, send both the battleship. Okay, this is a bit finicky. Attack the island, there you go. All battles are strong. Good luck to the Japanese. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is... Yeah, this past month, my bombards have been atrocious. But it doesn't matter. What am I complaining about? I need to believe in my men more, clearly. It's just disappointment after disappointment from my bombards. It's just... Why do I bother send them? Right? But the one in Persia did hit, so I have to let them off, right? I mean, I can't complain at all. Like that was a flawless round from Japan, besides Persia. But I took it. That's the objective. That was the objective. I do not want to do that. Do this way, and probably two more here. Leave one like that. Then one, send the rest. West Russia will be a... Let's have a looky. Yeah, it's actually very nice. I think Russia has to trade it then next round. Like they can't allow Germany to get away with this, surely. That's another 4 ground directly moving into West Russia. That's amazing for us. They have to trade it, surely. Surely. Yeah, so 36-2-2, 18-1-12, 3-1 with 1 AA gun is an 86.9. Very safe. Bomber, 2 tanks, artillery, 2 infantry, and then 4 more infantry for Japan. Yep, very impressive AP from both Axis members. Good stuff. Yep. 50 IPC, very nice. For Japan. Right, that is the end of Japan round 6, and I'll be back for Japan round 7. Alright, welcome back to Japan round 7. Go back to USA 6 here. With 12 infantry, 1 tank, 1 artillery. 1 tank, 4 infantry to Western. 6 infantry, 1 artillery to Eastern, and then 2 infantry to Norway. Bombed Germany for 5. Took Rhodesia for the UK, and then failed Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Very nice. That's some pressure off of Egypt for a turn. Of course, move forward into Finland. Yep. 2 infantry, 2 artilleries for Russia, all into Moscow, of course. They took back Kazakh using an infantry and then failed the Caucasus, killing 1 infantry, losing 3, which is a very good result for us. We were not expecting that at all. So that's a huge result. Yeah, it's very nice. That's yeah, it's a pretty bad result for Russia there. Let's see, they matched. It wasn't a particularly strong attack though. 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 fighter. If they were going for a strafe, they should have sent far more artillery than that. That's a pretty rough result. But what they sent didn't have much attack power anyway. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely take that result. That's quite punishing for Russia. For Germany, 10 infantry, 2 artilleries. Yeah, 2 artilleries to Berlin, 8 infantry, and then 2 infantry to Italy. Took Libya for free. Took back France, losing 2 infantry, killing 2 artillery and an infantry. And then took back Karelia, killing 5 infantry, losing 3. So that's quite nice. Continued to stack West Russia, continued to dead zone France. Actually left those 3 surviving infantry here, and then put the AA gun down, because that's a very annoying battle for the Russians to take. Yeah, good stuff. That's a lot of income from Africa still. But especially for round 7. The Allies just have not managed to deal with this yet. This is very good for us. With the UK, 1 artillery, 3 infantry, and 3 tanks for India. Yeah, the rest into UK, of course. Took Northwestern for free. Took back France, losing nothing, killing an artillery. Excuse me. Took back Karelia, losing an infantry, killing 3 ground. And then fell Persia, losing 2 infantry, killing an artillery tank. So that's a pretty good result for Japan again. Yep, but they have tanks to blitz these territories now. Unless I block it, but I actually can't block it. I'm actually forced to take Madagascar this round, which is, it's not a very big problem, but yeah. Considering what the Axis are planning, I need to take it here. It's the only safe spot. Well, I mean, I could go to 28, but it's far better for me to go to 29 in this scenario with these guys. Yep. So yeah, still got an AP leader's Axis. That's always a very good sign. So with Japan here, yeah, the plan is to move my fleet into 29 and take Madagascar for free. It's highly unlikely Allies will ever take this back for the rest of the game. So that's always nice. My planes all have to go into West Russia this round. Just to get a 70% to hold West Russia. One. Just seeing. Yeah, that's the only safe spot. only a bomber on this target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that is the only safe target. Otherwise, UK has 2 bombers on 28. Interesting. Well, anyway, the buy is 8 infantry, 1 tank, 2 fighters. 2 fighters is to deploy into 61. So I can kill this sub in 63. I think that's what I'm doing. Take Kazakh. Take New Zealand. There is an argument to be made, you know, I could try and flip Karelia to get the double points. So this infantry is actually quite vital for the odds on West Russia. Without it, the battle turns to a 40% for Russia with an IPC positive attack, so I don't really want to offer that. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. If Russia takes it, then you'd probably stack this. But then UK just abandons. We don't want to offer anything for the Allies, because yes, UK can always just stack Persia after Russia hits. And that would deny me stacking Kazakh the turn after. Yeah, we don't want to offer anything here. This will definitely be the buy. I was thinking of buying some tanks with Kwangtung, but since I'm going to kill this free sub, I need 2 fighters for 61 against this lone bomber. This one can't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, which is just not possible. It's just very impossible for the Allies to take Szechuan. As long as I take Kazakh, of course. I suppose Russia could go 2 tanks, 2 fighters, but I'm going to have so many units here, it's just not so unlikely. Okay. Yeah, this will be the buy. This will be the buy. Take Madagascar. Yep, I have a destroyer sub, so hopefully that's enough. Take New Zealand, Take New Zealand, but with this artillery and this infantry instead. I do have a bomber, and it's actually quite guaranteed. What else is that bomber gonna do? Nothing? Yeah, might as well send that. Yep, these fighters go here. This bomber as well. Actually, this bomber actually needs to go to... How do I get there? He actually needs to go to West Russia. So I actually can't send the bomber there. Okay, so I need at least 3 dudes. I don't mind overcommitting. Heavy trading with Russia's the goal at the end of the day. And that's it. The only concern is if this sub miraculously survives, and then it's a sub versus a carrier. Oh man, that would be a massive result if I fail this. That would yeah, surprise striking sub against the carrier. That would catastrophic. Yeah, because there's literally nothing I can do. I've already bought. I would have to destroy the turn after. This turn, I mean. Yeah, that's literally the only concerning battle, is this sub. But the odds of it rolling twice without surprise strike is so unlikely. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well send these planes here. Might as well. No kill like overkill here. Yeah, okay. Well, that's it, right? 1, 2, 3. No, it's a land. So yeah, this is safe. And both transports will go to 38 to pick up these guys, including this infantry. Might as well. Might as well. Alright. Good luck to the Japanese. Alright, I'll definitely take that. I'm very glad that the bombard did hit. Interesting. Well, if I fail to kill it, I'd actually have to consider retreating to 62, right? Oh wow, we're actually doing this. Yeah, I mean, this is a mistake leaving the sub here, but not if the dice decide otherwise. I actually can't risk losing that destroyer. Like, I can't. I have to put it in 62. Yep, that's comedy at this point. Yeah, that's definitely what you expect when you send this after a lone sub. But I will retreat here. I have to. There's absolutely no point in risking the destroyer fail again against this sub. Despite, let's just calculate a lone destroyer versus a lone sub. It's only a 63, so there's a 24% chance that I just lose my destroyer, and the risk is this sub goes after my carrier, kills my carrier, and then the UK can just kill my transports. There's absolutely no reason to risk that. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to. I'm so glad my allies trying to talk me into sending exact, but yeah, I'm glad I said I overcommitted because of the double hit back. Okay. Sure, but it's fine. It is fine. We are completely safe, I think. Wow, what a turn. What a turn for Japan. Alright, well... Oh. The sub can just go here. Oh no. Yeah, this sub can just go through here and hit the carrier instead. That is a complete blunder. Okay, that's fine. We have to compromise. I have to do that. That's it. Unbelievable, truly. Wow, that is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not too damning because I can deploy the fighters in 62, and it's just not a relevant. Yeah, that attack's not. I mean, this result's just hilarious. Okay. I can't stay in 61 because of that sub. The mistake turned into an outstanding move. Pretty much. But no, I completely forgot that even if I retreat, the sub could still move through 60 and hit 61. So that was a mistake on my part as well. I guess I have to do this. It ruins my my shuck entirely, yeah. So yeah, a bit of a dice switch up for the allies there. It's not too impactful, but I'm glad I overcommitted to Kazakh. I was almost talked out of it, but I don't see why Japan should stop hard trading with allies here. I might actually send an extra dude there because I want to line these territories up with a bunch of Japanese. So besides Archangel, because US can always sack a transport to kill it pretty efficiently. So yeah, and allies have surplus ships, so it's very unlikely I'm going to hit that fleet anyway. Yeah, just keep Vologdanovo and Zach. Too many units for an allied air raid. It's quite risky. But yeah, that should be it. Allies keep failing trades themselves, so at least I succeeded them. So it's just caught me off guard. But this battle's funny though. Yeah, so it's almost a 96%, and I failed it. So, but yeah, I can't really complain. Axis is still in a very strong position. Like the ruined Shuck will hurt a little bit, but it should go back to normal next round. Yeah, we'll see. He could push forward both subs now and do some harassment. But all I need to do is assure that my fleet's protected and not attack anything. I'm quite spread out, so I do have to be careful with this setup. So, well, at least I can put the tank down here now, I guess. I do not want it that way. Let me do that. No. So these guys will go here, and I will have foreground. This guy will make their way, this transport will probably make their way back to 50. Or 53 or 52. And maybe 52 actually, to go collect this man. And pressure Alaska at the same time. But yeah. Yeah, this is safe. Don't expect you Russia to hit that. That's a lot of pressure on 4, so maybe US is actually going to be a bit timid moving there. But yeah, okay. I need to select this on carry keep for this battle. But yeah, 52 IPC for Japan is definitely inflated because of this failure here. But yeah, despite this this little hiccup, yeah, Axis are very strong still. So yeah, I cannot complain about Daiso. Alright, that is the end of Japan round 7, and I'll be back with Japan round 8. Alright, welcome back for Japan 8. And it may not look like it, but the game is actually over. It's Axis victory. 2 of the allied members forfeited. And I don't have the patience to wait for the last opponent to forfeit, so I'm going to cover it now. But let's see why they forfeited. We go back to USA 7. 14 ground. 2 to Norway, and the rest into Eastern, of course. Bombed Germany for another 5. Took back Italian East, and then took back Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. And the US, which this is one of the most questionable moves I've seen. I'm not sure what they were trying to gain. I'm not sure what the Allies were trying to gain from this. Is the non-combat move to stack Karelia with 10 ground. So the UK had 2 infantry in there from the previous round, I'm pretty sure. The US added 10 extra men. As you can see, Germany's taking it. So we'll see. I'll get to how much damage Germany took. Formal infantry for Russia, of course. Attacked and failed the Caucasus again, and lost 3 infantry, 2 artilleries. That's a brutal result, honestly. The Russians have had a really bad bout of attack dice here. They failed Caucasus the previous round. And yeah, they even failed an attack round 6 as well. And they had a very bad result in West Russia. They retreated. So Russian dice have been very bad. And you know, Russia committed 3 infantry, 2 artilleries against 3 infantry and an AA gun. Germany held on. So this is probably one of the reasons why the Allies conceded here, because the Allied trades were just not working at all. Yeah, this is pretty rough. This is very rough. They succeeded Kazakh, no problem, and failed Vologda as well. So Russia's just throwing, not their fault, but they're just throwing men away because the dice say so. That's literally it. Germany bought 12 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 to Italy, 9 infantry, 1 artillery to Berlin, and an infantry to the Caucasus. Blitzed Algeria and moved the guy back to Egypt. Failed Northwestern, took back France, no units lost, and then took Karelia, killing 12, losing 6, which is a very good result for us, of course. Germany was in West Russia. Very questionable stack there. I do not know what the Allies were trying to achieve with that. The only way I can see it achieving something, this sacrifice, because that's what it was, is to kick Germany, well, to entice Germany to come off of West Russia so Russia can then stack Kazakh. Round 9. With the support of UK. To keep Japan out, right? To stop Japan trading forward and preserve some Russian income. And gain control over the center of the map. Because the Allies just have not had any control over the center of the map, really. Because, as well as the UK, they have been failing trades in Persia. I think it's been two or three rounds that the UK has failed Persia, and they've failed it again, as you can see. Yeah, of course, dead zoning France, completely dead zoned. And moved the surviving infantry from Caucasus down to Persia to stop a tank blitz, to gain some money back, or to help Russia trade Kazakh. Yeah, I mean, the Allies kind of just died to failed trades. This is pretty brutal stuff. UK 5 infantry, 1 artillery, and a bomber. 4 infantry to the United Kingdom, and then a bomber artillery infantry to India, which I didn't actually notice. I guess to force me to consolidate, which I was already going to do. That was the natural move for me. The free bomber pressure there, I'm not concerned at all. That's what they were aiming for. Or to threaten 61, but it's a 3v4. I probably wouldn't buy a new ship. I guess the UK might try YOLO against free transports. The Allies were getting pretty desperate. The UK, I don't think, succeeded a single bombing raid. I think they lost both 2 bombers, 2 bombing raids, didn't do any damage. Yeah, as you can see, lost another bomber to Berlin. They lost another bomber 2 rounds ago, I think. Took France flawlessly though. Failed Persia. Again, like... failed Persia round 7 as well, and they didn't fail that time. But I think they failed Burma at some point. They've ignored Burma for the past couple rounds, but they did take it this time with no units lost. I mean, the game, it is definitely Axis favored. I think allies are losing here, not losing overly hard, but it looks like that nothing's working for the allies, as you can see with Russia with the Caucasus, Russian trades, the UK trades in Persia. And yeah, Bobby decided to forfeit after his round. What a game. I mean, yes, Axis victory. I'm very happy with this result, especially after that Season 7 battle. That was brutal in Germany. UK trading down Germany that hard early on, it's very, very Allied advantage. How bad did Russia one go? Let's have a look. I think, yeah, Russia went pretty bad. Yeah, it's a tough, but I would say Season 7's slightly more brutal. As you can see, Russia's completely fine. There was no way Germany was, after that West Russia, well yeah, especially after that West Russia result. And even Ukraine was pretty bad for Russia. In this game, after Season 7 failure, there was no way Germany was going to take Moscow in this game. I do think this result was far worse than Russia's turn. So UK did like a UK twist setup, and I lost a fighter to the cruiser here. Yeah, I remember that. Pretty rough. Japan won. Failed Burma. Took 2 losses in Yunnan. Did the US do anything to hit me afterwards? No. Okay, so. But we needed something drastic to happen for the Axis. Japan needed to be perfect. Japan 1 needed to be perfect after that loss. But I think it was round 3. Yeah, Szechuan. UK got completely diced. This was a blatant mistake by me stacking Szechuan. I got tunnel visioned on a very strange anti-Japan attack on my transports, which is valid. You know, there are plays that you can do. US would go in, then Russia would conquer, and UK would have the landing spot to kill my 2 naked transports. It's a valid move. Allies didn't go for it here. Instead, they went for a far simpler and more obvious attack, is UK just wiping out Szechuan. It was roughly a 97% in the end, and I got I think UK got a bottom 3% result overall. I think my result was a 1.27%, I think, from memory for Japan to have a tank and artillery left over. What a result. I could not have asked for a better result, especially from a mistake like that. So yeah, that was the respite, I suppose, the second wind that the Axis needed. 100%. UK losing most of their air force allowed Japan to greed out and expand rapidly, get their ICs up and running, get their transports. Like, Japan really blew up after that turn. I went for quite a greedy buy with the industry and the transport in the same turn to finish both. Both of the Japanese infrastructure in the same turn. So yeah, that we could not have asked for better there. Yeah, so Germany stacked the Caucasus. making sure to keep Russia in check for the most of the game, which they were. Germany was right, exactly what Germany should be doing, starving Russia for as much income as possible, and then moved to West Russia to dead zone Karelia and France at the same time, because Allies did sack France for a turn. Germany had, I think, with the Africa income, another big thing is the Allies didn't really cut down on the Africa income. I don't think Allies got diced in any way in Africa, so I think Germany did take a couple losses progressing through Africa, but I did suggest to my ally, I was in seas over 35 that round, Germany should take all the money they can. So they blitzed Kazakh, they took all the income in Africa, and they held it for several turns, and that really was a help to the German economy, definitely. I think Germany on that turn that Allies stacked France, they had 48 IPC to spend, so they bought like 9 artillery that turn to dead zone it. Yes, so an outstanding move from Germany, dead zoning France and Karelia, because a natural move for the Allies is to abandon France right and then directly stack Karelia. Truly well played there. I think Germany failed a couple trades which were pretty rough, failed Karelia once or twice, failed a couple trades here. But the Allies were also failing trades as well on their part. So in the end, yeah, the game became very difficult for Allies. It was quite the switch up, sure. And yeah, I guess the UK just did not like the look of the map at all and threw in the towel. So completely fair enough. This is Axis favored 100%, despite losing Season 7. That's quite the feat for Axis to win, I do think. So yes, GG and well played to Eagle Squadron here. This was quite a fun game. Definitely a fun game. I had fun as Japan, for sure. I think Japan is my favorite nation at the moment. In these team games, I'm trying to cover each nation at least once. So I've done Germany first, then the US, Season 3. Then I've just done Japan, and then did Russia as well in Season 4. The next team game should be UK. So, okay, so yeah, that's the end of this match here. Axis victory. GG and well played to Eagle Squadron. That was a very fun game. As always, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.